I'm going to talk about Susan Brownmiller's Against Our Will, Men, Women, and Rape, that was originally published in 1975. And I'm going to talk about it partly because I think this book is a good illustration of what can happen when somebody immerses themselves in a disturbing subject for a period of several years. Okay, now there's a lot of very interesting, solid information in this book. So I have a kind of a love-hate relationship with the book. I'm going to read some of the chapters. Chapter 1, The Mass Psychology of Rape, an Introduction. 2, In the Beginning Was the Law. 3, War, World War I, World War II, Bangladesh, Vietnam. Chapter 4, Riots, Pogroms, and Revolution. The American Revolution, Pogroms, the Mormon persecutions, mob violence against blacks, the KKK, mob violence against whites, the Congo. Chapter 5, Two Studies in American History, Indians, Slavery, Addendum, and has to do with how she got some of the information. Chapter 6, The Police Blotter Rapist. And then there's subheadings or pairs, groups, and gangs, gratuitous acts, extravagant defilements, rape, murder. Chapter 7, A Question of Race. Chapter 8, Power, Institution, Authority, Prison Rape, the Homosexual Experience, Police Rape, the Sexual Abuse of Children. Chapter 9, The Myth of the Heroic Rapist. Chapter 10, Victims, the Setting, the Conscious Rape Fantasy, the Beautiful Victim, quote, Blonde ex-showgirl slain in hotel suite, unquote, Confessions, he made me do it, unquote, Victims, the crime, 12, women fight back. Now, there are some good points made in the book. And again, there's a lot of good information, particularly good statistical information. But the problem with the book is that partly because she immersed herself in studying rapes, basically day after day after day after day for years, she eventually saw too much in it. There's an old saying, if what you've got is a hammer, the world becomes a nail. And she basically came to a kind of rape makes the world go round sort of view of things. In fact, she started out with she said it made the statement, rape is nothing more or less than the conscious process of intimidation by which all men keep all women in a state of fear. Okay, now, she later said it was carelessly, and she actually put in italics, all men, all women. Okay, now, she later said that she maybe been a little careless with the phrasing of it, but that was a very, very stupid statement. For one thing, it's not a process, it's an act. And the other thing is, and it was based on the idea that even though most men are not rapists, she later meant to say that all men benefit from rape, which is that because it makes women fearful of challenging the power structure. Okay, and the police blotter rapist, she basically makes that point that they're like there was a story in Greek mythology about Achilles used a group of men descended from ants as henchmen to do his bidding in battle. Okay, and that essentially, that's essentially what that the rapist serves a myrmidon function for all men in society because they make women afraid. Okay, now, and she also says that although they're the ones who do the dirty work, it is to other men, their superiors in class and station, that the benefits of their simple-minded evil have always accrued. Now, there's several problems with that, but one of the most obvious ones is if somebody is doing something that is to your benefit, you reward that person. You don't put